dear friends. Welcome to 6 Degrees of Connection on ALLATRA TV Africa. On our daily basis, in live broadcasts, we meet people from various countries and continents to find out about their culture and to discuss very important questions concerning our society. Questions such as what kind of world each person would like to live in, how do we envision a society of happy people, and what can each of us do today to live in creative society tomorrow?
And today, dear friends, we're traveling to Cameroon. The Republic of Cameroon is located in Central and West Africa and is surrounded by Nigeria, Chad, Central African Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, and the Republic of the Congo. I'd like to introduce you to my co-host today, Olga.
Thank you, my co-host Alexei. And our guest today is Claudia from Cameroon. And hello, Claudia.
Hello, Olga. Nice to connect with you.
Thank you for joining us today. And before we start, before I ask you the very first question we ask in our broadcast, what do you love about your country? I would like to tell that in our broadcast, we use the theory of 6 handshakes, which says that all people are connected within 5 or less social connections. And thanks to this theory and modern technologies, many people from different countries can join discussion of this topic. So can you, dear viewer, if you would like to participate in our next broadcast, please contact us by email info@allatra.tv or simply leave a comment under this video. Our contact information you can see right now at the bottom of the screen.
So, Claudia, would you mind sharing with us what you love most about your country? I mean, what you're proud of?
Okay, thank you very much. I like Cameroon so much for the fact that Africa in miniature. Cameroon has a vast diversity of culture, and we can see that in terms of the landscape, the topography, the different cuisines. When you visit Cameroon, you enjoy different meals like eru, acho, okok of the central region, and we also have different ethnic groups in Cameroon. We have the Barkas in the east region, and we also have different touristic areas like the Limbe Beach, the Kribi Beach, the Limbe Wildlife Center, and if you go to a place like the south, a place where I once visited, you will really be impressed with the different activities taking place there in June. When I was in June, I visited a place, I visited a pygmies community in that area. You really be impressed by the way they live, and there are different activities and lifestyle. Also, what I like so much about Cameroon is the fact that Cameroon is one of the bilingual country. So that makes it a very welcoming for everybody, despite maybe the language barrier. If you don't understand English, you should be able to understand French. And if you are not a French speaker, you should be able to understand English. That makes communication very, very friendly between tourists or visitors that come into Cameroon and the Cameroonian people. When you look at Cameroon, you also see that in Cameroon is one of the peaceful countries in Africa. So Cameroon has always been portrayed as one of the peaceful countries in Africa, where you live freely with other people despite your cultural differences, your ethnic differences, so despite your color or your race. So Cameroon is very hospitable. That's why a town like the Limbe is named a town of legendary hospitality. Cameroonians are very welcoming. So Cameroon is a very hospitable country. That's what makes me very proud of my country. The cultural diversity, the bilingualism, and the love for one another. So if you are visiting Cameroon, don't be scared because you feel at home away from home.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to hear that there is such a welcoming country in our whole world. And I'd love to visit your country. I also want to our viewers and all of us together look at the pictures our designers prepared. I would like our technical support to ask you to put collages up on the screen so we could see more about your country. And if you recognize any of these places, please comment on them, and so we could learn more about your country.
Okay.
Can you see the pictures?
Not yet.
Actually, Claudia,
Okay,
this
okay,
is just
okay.
fantastic what you
I can
mentioned.
see the pictures. I think the first picture is the political capital of Cameroon. That's Yaoundé. And on your right, that's in the middle of the screen, that is Douala, the economic capital of Yaoundé. And down on your left, I see something like a mall in Douala. I don't know, but the view seems to be, I don't know which mall in Douala. And on your right, down bottom right, I see the Star Building. That's the Prime Minister's Lodge in Yaoundé. And on extreme right, okay, these are the different dishes that you find in Cameroon.
You switched
Yeah.
to food.
Yeah, because the last image is the image of ENAM, the National School of Administration and Magistracy. And we move to the different meals in Cameroon. Here we see the wildlife. See the I can see an ostrich. Okay, yeah, this is fried rice, and those are traders in the market. This one is, they call this meal, the one down with the white rice is riz Senegalese. So that's just part of the diversity in Cameroon, because we don't just serve only Cameroonian meals, but we also serve foreign dishes. Like this one on your bottom left with the, I think, fried plantain, that's dodo or Irish, yeah, fried Irish potatoes and white rice with ndole, yeah, ndole. Dole, that's bitter leaf prepared with granite, soaked or cooked granite, and the rice beside it. And in the middle, you have ndole and the ripe plantain. On the extreme bottom left, that is a mixture of different food. I can identify corn chaff, the meal right down there. That looks like corn and porridge corn beans. Yeah.
Is it a common food? Is it something common that you eat every day, or it's the holiday dishes? I don't know.
Yeah, in some homes, because these different meals are from different localities or different tribes. So in those areas, those people, they eat the meals like on a daily basis. But in, let's say, in the political capital and urban areas like Yaoundé, you might find these meals maybe in some specific restaurants, and people might prefer to have a variety of meals on their menu for the week. Yeah. Yeah, we moved to the different traditional dresses, not just the different dresses, the attires worn in Cameroon. Here I can see the fans of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. That's the national football team. I see this looks like, I don't know if it's tea on your extreme left, bottom left. And in the middle, this is the traditional regalia of the Northwest people of Cameroon. On your extreme left, I don't know, that seems to be the center region or the center east region. Yeah. And in the middle, that looks the Sahelian, those in the Adamawa, the extreme northern part of Cameroon.
Do you wear national dress on holidays or as regular clothes also?
Yeah, it's not really a regular attire because we attach a lot of respect to those particular attires. But with the advent of modernity, things have a little bit changed because you can see there are many occasions that take place on daily basis. For instance, like now in the month of December, we have marriages almost every weekend, and many people prefer to represent or maybe wear their traditional regalia to attend these marriages. And when there are international events, Cameroonians to prefer to portray their culture or maybe to dress in this regalia as a sign of identity, cultural identity, or maybe to attach to their culture or portray their culture to the external world. And because there is a lot of respect attached to this attire, when you go to the hinterlands, to the rural areas, you see that these traditional dresses are worn on special occasions or by a certain group of people, the elders in the society. So when they see you putting on this attire, they give you a lot of respect, especially when you're having the cap, the male, the cap with the red feather. That shows a sign of authority and respect. So when they see elders with its symbols with the red feather, that's those in the northwest region, they pay particular attention to you because that identifies you as a notable. So they give you a lot of respect. Yeah, there's some. Yeah, these are the different beaches in Cameroon. This is, I don't know, this valley, the waterfall, I can't really identify it. And I'm seeing a park here that I don't think I've been to, and I think this should be Kribi Beach. Yeah, yeah, I can't really identify some of these places because
Nature
I
is so
don't think,
different.
yeah, I don't think I've been to most of these places. Yeah, but this is just part of the touristic sites that you see in Cameroon, the nature that beautifies Cameroon, where you can go, like the beach that I'm seeing there, that looks like the Kribi Beach. When you come to Cameroon, you have a lot of places for recreation that maybe you want to distract yourself a bit from the long activities during the day. You go to the beach and get some fresh air. Yeah, you can also go to, I don't think if this was a park, you go to the wildlife centers and you will see different species of animals, monkeys, chimpanzees, elephants, lions, and tigers of different species. All those are found in Cameroon. Yeah, you also have waterfalls here. We have the Lake Awin. So I don't know, I've never been there. That is also one of the places you can visit when you come to Cameroon. This waterfalls, I can't really recall it.
Claudia, to be honest, these pictures are just magnificent, you know. And we've just had, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes of our conversation, and we've just seen just 5 pictures about Cameroon. But I already want to visit Cameroon, and not
It
because
will
of
really be a pleasure to visit Cameroon. You wouldn't regret doing
this
that.
will be a pleasure. This will be a pleasure for me, to be fair.
Yeah.
And this is not about cuisine. This is not about so brilliant wildlife, not about sightseeing. But you mentioned very important thing to me. You mentioned that Cameroon is bilingual and multicultural, and that you have numerous ethnic groups. Yeah, but at the same
Yeah.
time, you mentioned that you all are very friendly, and that Cameroon is very kind of safe environment, yeah, for people. And this makes me really impressed
It's very
because
secured.
so we'd like to move to the next part of our broadcast and to talk more about the society, about creative society. And right now, millions of people from different countries of the world, they are actively joining the Creative Society project, sharing their ideas and discussing the ways to build creative society for all people on the planet. And the main goal of the project is to build creative society for every single person on this planet. So please, could you tell us what creative society is for you? What the ideal society is for you?
Okay, creative society to me means making the environment, the society favorable for everyone, granting them freedom, equal freedom of right, that's human freedom, human life. Everybody should be free to live freely and happily wherever they find themselves. And yeah, people should also be able to, yeah, the right to association and to live freely. We should be able to create a friendly society for one another and try to shun the things that are against humanity, that are aimed at hurting humanity. We should instead portray the positive things that help better the life, or maybe the livelihood of human beings.
Great, great. Thank you, Claudia. We can see that
You're
all the
welcome.
challenges that a modern civilization faces today are the consequences of the consumer format of society and consumer relationships between people. So you know that a lot of people, they wait for somebody to make changes in the world for them to make their life better. But what's your opinion? Where should we start in your point of view?
Okay, thank you very much. I don't think we need to wait for somebody to start, to start to make the society better for us, because if at our own individual levels we do the little that we can, the society will be a better place for everybody. So I think it's not one person's duty or responsibility. It's a universal responsibility. All of us, no matter where we are, we have to try to do something positive, change the negativity in the society. And I believe, as it's always said, a seed will multiply, a positive seed, of course, because if a bad seed is there, it can also change the world negatively. So we should try to paint, or maybe plant a good seed at our own individual level, and that will create a ripple effect. Because if I plant, like the environment, in the domain of environmental science, if I plant a tree, you plant a tree, and Olga plants a tree, you will create a forest. But if you are waiting that I should plant a tree and she is also waiting, you are waiting, at the end of the day, we end up waiting on each other, and who would all face the consequences of maybe the climate change or the different climatic conditions that will affect, maybe resurface as a result of deforestation. Whereas if we take the initiative to each plant a tree, that will better the life of everybody, because helping yourself is helping yourself is not just, no, helping yourself or helping one another person, you must first of all begin by helping yourself, because you cannot love another person without loving yourself. So that self-love has to
Yeah.
be there, so that your neighbor can benefit from it, and that's how it spreads. So it's a universal responsibility. Everybody should take the initiative to change whatever they can, because I believe that let me say, what the problem that we might be facing in Cameroon might not be the same problem that you face in Russia, in Ukraine, in Ghana, in Nigeria, or any other parts of the world. And if we can solve those individual problems that we have, those distinct problems, they will not multiply. If I'm solving the problem of environmental or climate change in my country, I don't think the effect will reach maybe the neighboring country, Nigeria. And if you are solving, let me say, a problem of nepotism, tribalism, or racial discrimination, it won't spread to the next country. And at that level, we'll be able to curb the level of negativity that was about to spread to the world. And once it spreads, it becomes very difficult to fight it. That's why I think it's always said that prevention is better than cure. So at the individual levels, we should be able to prevent rather than wait for it to reach us before we start reacting, because we believe that in a society or communal society, my problem should be your problem. We should live in love and solidarity, and the world will be a better place for everyone.
This is truly heartwarming to hear that you have such approach. This is universal, and yeah, no, really, this is universal approach. And if every person in this world use such approach, then this world would be just amazing place to live in.
Yeah, because if we change positively, the world will be better. But if we decide to change negatively, the world might even get worse, because as positivity spreads, that's also how negativity can also spread. So we should try to be positive as much as we can.
Claudia, we know that you are a journalist, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Could you please tell us, in creative society, how do you see your profession? Will there any changes, or everything will be as it is now?
Yeah, I think I have a mixed feeling a bit concerning that topic, because we are in an era of information superhighway, that information spreads so rapidly, and digitalization has really come and changed many things in the world. Everybody today has, let me say, not everybody, at least, a certain percentage of human beings or people have access to the smartphone, and they are on social media. They have access to the internet, and with that, it makes the journalism profession a little bit challenging, because there is now a certain sort of dilemma. Yeah, it is very difficult today to maybe distinguish between a citizen journalist, that's an amateur journalist, and a professional journalist, because everybody really wants to belong, or maybe to spread information without really knowing the ethics of the profession. So I think the society will really need to redefine news, what news is all about, what the people need to know, the ethics governing the journalism profession, because I think those ethics are universal. Yeah, because with this digitalization, advancement in information and communication technology, the jobs of journalists have really become challenging. And at times, when journalists report, they publish their articles, most often, at times, they are being labeled as fake, not because they are actually fake, but because maybe it didn't favor a particular individual or institution, or maybe even a state. And at times, what is true in a particular country will not necessarily be true in the next country. So we really need to make information universal. What is true in Cameroon should also be true in other places. So that will reduce the issue of fake news, and maybe we'll be able to have the right information everywhere, a unique information, a unique message, because when there is a multiple of information, that distorts communication, effective communication, because at an individual level, or maybe the public, the masses, they won't be able now to distinguish between which information is real and which information is fake. So that brings in the issue of distrust of the media. Yeah, with the advancement of in technology, many the public has really shifted a bit. That's that trust has really dropped a bit with regard to the media, because there is a lot of information on the internet, and almost everybody has has access to information on the internet, and they can also upload whatever they want to upload on the internet. That makes that creates a distortion of information. So it creates there's disunity, there's let me say nuance. Yeah, because when a journalist posts something, another person might come and post a contradictory information, and that maybe as a journalist I post let's say somebody has been killed, maybe shot in and the person is in the pool of his own blood. As a professional journalist, I won't post that particular article or share it with the persons with that with the dead, with the corpse of that individual in his pool of blood. But non-professional journalists and amateur journalists would think that because I didn't share the image with the bloodshed, it doesn't give credibility to that particular story. So the citizen journalist would take that particular image, share it on the internet, on social media in particular, and that's how it goes viral. And when it goes viral like that, we don't know the number of people that that particular image can affect, because there are some people that are very sensitive to blood. And I think when you are doing that, some people even do that without sharing or maybe warning the audience, or giving discretion, telling them about the discretion of that particular image. And yeah, moving from there, I think the journalism profession is really suffering from a lot of creative society, a little bit challenging for journalists, because let's say on social media, I don't want to call a particular media here, because there is a lot of censorship. What I post, let's say for instance, let's take the case of the COVID-19 global pandemic. When we look at the level of treatment, or maybe vaccines, or I don't know, when it comes to treating the COVID-19, like my country, there are people that came up with I don't know, maybe like traditional medicines that they claim, because I put it claim, they claim could treat or has treated COVID-19 patients. But when you post, I have a colleague that posted that on social media, and that particular story was flagged, because what seems to be true, I don't know, maybe according to that particular social media platform, it's only the UN that has to approve or maybe declare that this one is a treatment for COVID-19 or for a particular disease. But actually, the information was verified and it was shared on local media, but on international media or maybe on social media, that same information was flagged. So it's really challenging for journalists to be more creative and to help build the creative society in this modern era of digitalization.
Thank you so much.
Claudia.
And actually, yes, we have a gift. We have internet. We can share information. We can provide information. We can talk to each other like we talk today. Like I'm in Ukraine, you're in Cameroon, for example,
Yeah.
and our technical support from other countries. And I wanted to say that each person, each of us plays a role in spreading information, and how important it is to be responsible for the information we share.
Sure, yeah.
What do we share? Of course, as a not journalist, as a regular person or person who works in different field, we are responsible for what we share, but it's our personal opinion, and we can share information with some emotional attitude to it. But you as a journalist or other people as a journalist, if they put this emotional attitude to some information, it means they make other people have same attitude maybe to this information, like the way they provide information, the way journalists provide information is very important, because it goes viral, it spreads around to big auditorium, and it forms some judgment kind of, you understand what I mean, right? And
Yeah.
I wanted to mention that by you actually, when you was talking, you mentioned one of the foundations of creative society, the transparency and openness of information for all. And I would like our technical support actually to put this foundation again on our screens, because we already had it when I was talking. Yes, thank you so much.
Yes,
yes,
Olga, I think there's another participant from Cameroon that just indicated there.
Pardon me, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I'm saying that I just saw another participant from Cameroon that sent a message.
Yeah. Maybe he will join us. Yeah?
Okay. So, okay, while we fixing that technical issue, if somebody wants to join us, I'll read out the foundation number 4. Yes, 1 second. Our technical support removed it. So foundation number 4, transparency and openness of information for all. For those actually who hear about these foundations for the first time, you can read the full article about foundations on the website ALLATRAunites.com. And these foundations were formed on the basis of thousands of interviews of people from different countries, from over 180 countries all over the world. And now I'm going to read it aloud: the transparency and openness of information for all. So every human has the right to receive reliable information about the movement and distribution of public funds. Each human has access to information about the status of implementation of the society decisions. The mass media belongs exclusively to the society and reflect information truthfully, openly, and honestly. What do you think about this foundation? Does it actually carry what you feel about it? How media is supposed to be in society?
Yes, so that particular foundation of ALLATRA has some characteristics. There's characteristics of basic news writing, which is truthfulness, honesty, and you have to do your fact checking. Yeah, you have to present as a journalist, a professional journalist, you have to present just the truth and make sure you fact checked whatever information you are sharing. or maybe you are publishing on the internet or on whatsoever media, because that's what distinguishes you between the citizen journalist and the professional journalist. That's what makes you unique. That's the difference between you and somebody that's just sharing information for sharing sake. So if all journalists tend to respect or maybe go back to the basic characteristics of news writing, I think we'll build a better creative society for everyone.
Yes, thank you very much. And I know that you, before the broadcast, you already reviewed the foundations of creative society. Which one of them you would like to talk about?
Pardon?
Which of the foundations you would like to deepen in, maybe from the view of your professional field? Because you also mentioned something that we see in other foundations, like creative ideology, for example.
Yes, creative ideology. I think in this modern era, journalists really have to change or maybe divert a bit from the traditional things that they have been doing in journalism and try to bring in new or maybe new initiative, new ways of doing things. For instance, news is not supposed to be only when maybe somebody dies, when there is a crisis, when there is war, conflict, and the rest in one place or the other. We should be more creative, be more positive. We shouldn't only focus on the negativity, on the negative aspect of news. News shouldn't only be when the man, according to me, it shouldn't only be when the man buys a dog. I think we really need to look at redefine news. It shouldn't only be the other part of the story. We should try to make a reporting balance. Yeah, we should stop portraying using adjectives that will maybe make the society more hostile, such as using adjectives that will of propagation or that would promote hate speech or hatred among one another.
Actually, we have it on the screen right now for our viewers, the Creative Ideology Foundation. I agree with you, and I also want to read it aloud. Maybe there is something else we can, open up more in our conversation. So the creative ideology should be aimed at popularizing the best human qualities and stopping everything that is directed against a human. The main priority is the priority of humanity, high spiritual and moral aspirations of a humanness, virtue, mutual respect, and strengthening of friendship, creating conditions for the development and education of a human with a capital H, cultivating moral values in each person and society. Prohibition of propaganda of violence, condemnation and denunciation of any form of division, aggression, and anti-humane manifestations. We just of course, if there is too much of the propaganda of violence, of some aggressive behavior of people, this is something that doesn't make us feel happy when we watch that on TV, for example, or see it on the internet, or if we have movies that are full of it. And I'm for having something positive, something that makes me feel great, some good news. Because even right now, if you watch news, we don't really feel how and don't know how many good things are done in the world right now, in the society. There's so many good things. There's so many good people, and I want to hear about them. I'd like to know about them more. What you
Claudia,
guys
thank you very
think?
much for Claudia, thank you very much for raising such important topic about the ethics of journalism, about the ideology. And there is such a paradox in the world today that we actually all want to live in a good world, yeah, in a happy world, in a friendly world, etc. But for some reason, we do very strange things. And in order, but in order to build creative society, we should be united by one goal and act. And only in unity with mutual understanding and respect, combining all our best skills and abilities, our talents, we can really build society we can be proud of, really proud of, and leave the better world for our kids. And this depends on every one of us. And even without one single person, this society won't be complete. This society won't be as good as it should be. So, in your view, how can we unite, in one action? How can we achieve the goal together? Either any mechanism which can just bring us all together.
Okay, like I earlier said that we should first of all start at our individual level. We should show self-love for ourselves, because if we don't love ourselves, we won't be able to love our neighbors. So we should treat our neighbors the way we would like to be treated, the way we would like to treat our own selves, or maybe the way, because maybe some people would like to be treated in a negative way. We should treat our neighbors or those around us the way they want to be treated, and I believe nobody will want to be treated badly. So if we have a common goal of treating one another positively in the best ways, I think the society will be a better place for everyone. So we should try to be one another's keeper, and we should have common goal and objectives to maybe make the world a better place for everyone, no matter where you are, no matter where you are coming from. So that if somebody is coming from Russia to Cameroon, the person should feel at home, at peace with everybody. So I think when we take that move, our world will be a better place.
That would be great.
I agree with you, absolutely. And actually, we create demand, and if we all want to live in a better society, and we ready to act for it, we just need to let other people, hey, let's go, let's build better society, let's do something about our world, let's unite, and let's do everything for our children to have future and have better future than what we have right now. So, and currently it's very important to inform every single person about the creative society, about the idea of creative society, because in everyday life, not every person can actually have time to stop and think about something else happening in his or her life, because we are too busy. We are getting up, quickly getting ready, running to work, coming from work, and this routine, everyday routine, doesn't let us stop and actually relax and think, do I want to live this way? Maybe I want to work 4 hours a day, 4 times a week, go to work and have more time for my personal development, for my family, for other things I'm maybe interested in, like hobbies. And I think it's very important right now to inform everybody about the idea of creative society, and the role of mass media in this is extremely important. And yes, go ahead. I think it's very important to rebuild the trust in mass media, because because that's what we see on screens of TV, that's what we see on internet. And it's very important right now for journalists to unite too, and popularize kindness, moral values, like honor, dignity, and the best human values, like friendship and peaceful relationships among nations. Because we all people and we all want the same. We all have families. We live in a society where we have to work a lot and worry about future. So we all want this to change, and we all want this better future. Then we don't need to worry about tomorrow. When we know for sure that our grandchildren, for example, won't worry about place to live or what to wear or what to eat, or even like nowadays some countries are struggling without drinking water. So mass media is very important right now. You have a great profession.
Yeah, the mass media really has a very important role to play in changing behavioral, towards behavioral change, changing the way people should behave and the way they should do things. That's why, there's a theory that explains that. That's really gone off my mind for now. Yeah, there's a theory that the mass media has, it creates a hypodemic effect of whatever thing we share on the media. This hypodemic effect, because when information goes out, it creates an effect, an impact, consciously or unconsciously, be it negative or positive. So the mass media really has a great role to play. Journalists have to maybe try to rephrase the way they do things, try to maybe revise their vocabulary, their diction, their writing style, so as to create that behavioral change. Because I think whatever thing the media that is shown on the media would really create, it can build or it can destroy. That's why the media is considered as the fourth arm of the government, or maybe of any society, because of the important roles that it has in building the society or in shaping opinion, setting the agenda. So if the mass media portrays positivity, a lot of positivity to the public, I think that is already part of setting the agenda. And once that agenda of positivity has been set, I think the public will do what is necessary for to make life better for everyone.
Thanks a lot, Claudia. You have so much opportunities on your professional place, to spread information about the possibility of having greater life, having better society, better people around us. We do hope that you use this opportunity every day. Thank you for this. And very soon, millions of people will join conference, which will be held on the 20th of December 2020, which is very soon. And the main topic of this conference will be Creative Society, United We Can. So people will voice over what they already do, for creating a better world for everyone, and we will discuss new possible ways to moving faster to our goal, to creating the world we now just dreaming of, but which can become real.
Very possible, yeah.
I actually wanted to mention that this conference will be going live from the like every single social resource, like Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn and Instagram, and everyone is welcome to share this conference, to share this conference, because this is our common future. Will be like, not exactly, but I wanted to say that everyone who is supporting the idea of creative society can share this video to this conference, can share the link for people to also participate, to make a live stream, and make this contribution to a better future for all of us. And it's very easy to join Creative Society project. You just need to go to ALLATRAUNITES.com website and push join button. Our technical support was just showing that to us, and I'll ask them to show it again. 1 second. Yes, there you go. So you click the join button, and then you choose the way you would like to participate in, and you're part of the project. And you can stream this conference from your personal, maybe personal YouTube or Facebook account, and all of your friends will find out about this huge event, which will answer all the questions about creative society. How is it possible, and why is it important right now for all of us to join? Why is it important, and what are the issues of our society nowadays, of our society right now, and how important it is for all of us to make a step forward and start to change from ourselves.
In most cases, Claudia, in most cases, we think that it's so difficult to start changing the world. But nowadays, it's really, really easy. What person should do, just open a link on his or her mobile phone, on laptop, etc., on tablet, and just join to the conference, join to worldwide discussion, and listen to what other people think about the ways out of this consumer society, and express their own points of view. There is nothing easier than that, so why not?
Yeah.
We should spread this opportunity and just unite.
Yes, you know, I just wanted to mention that if we were able to build such a big consumer society in our world, what can stop us? And really, it's much easier to build creative society than such a complicated, hard consumer society. So I think we can do it, and I know we can do it. So I want to invite you and all our viewers and every single person to the conference, upcoming conference. And I would like to show a short video trailer about the upcoming conference. Our technical support will show it to us in a second.
Every day, we share a great amount of information. This information forms our reality. Is this the way we wish to live? We need change. The change starts with us, with the information we share. Consumer society leads us to death. We need a new vector of life, a creative society. It is up to you and me to build a creative society worldwide, where human life is the main value. Development of humanity is the main aim. Human safety is the main priority. Is it possible to build a creative society now? Yes. All we need to do is unite in one common idea, a creative society. People around the world are already acting to share the idea of creative society with the whole world to make it a reality. Learn how on the unique international online conference, Creative Society, United We Can, December 20th, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, live on ALLATRA TV. You are the one who can change the future.
What is interesting, this video is very much about your profession, yeah, Claudia?
I didn't get to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. I mean, this video is very much about your profession, you know. Information forms the reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much. Claudia, thank you very much for your time today. This conversation was really interesting. And I do hope that at some point of in my life, I will come to Cameroon and see this brilliant country, you know, with brilliant people. Thanks a lot. And it's time to invite your friends. And we would like to ask you if you already know whom you'd like to invite this person, and we will get in touch with he or her and record another brilliant interview.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. We'll be glad to have you in Cameroon.
Do you know anyone you would like to invite for the next broadcast to continue this chain of six handshakes, to check the theory of six handshakes and continue the chain of broadcasts?
Yes, certainly. I will share the website and maybe some contacts with you, or try to maybe do more of sensitization about ALLATRA in Cameroon, and maybe bring in some other colleagues to join ALLATRA TV
Yes,
for
just send us the
participation
contact
to contribute to building the change that we all need.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for this sincere and open conversation we just had.
Pleasure.
I want to invite everyone who supports Creative Society to join the project and contact us if you have any interesting ideas about how we can do it all together. You see the contact information at the bottom of the screen. If you share this idea, please share this video with two hashtags, Creative Society and hashtag ALLATRAUnites.
ALLATRAUnites, okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for
welcome,
great
Olga.
presentation. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you, ladies. It was a real pleasure to talk to you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you too.
See you again, maybe on the next broadcast with one of your colleagues or friends.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.